I'm Amanda, and this is Gigi, and we're going to show you how to do the dirty dog exercise today. It's a very popular exercise, and we see people do it all the time, but we see people do it wrong a lot of the time. So we're going to show you the correct way so that you can have a nice high and tight high knee this summer. Alright, so Gigi's going to come down to the mat, and first we're going to show you our least favorite way to see this exercise performed. Gigi, go ahead. Alright, so right there, you see all this weirdness here, and that's exactly what it is. It's weirdness. Go ahead and sit back, Gigi. So as she kicked her leg out behind her, her low back hyperextended towards the floor, and that equals stress and wear and tear on the body. She did not hold her core tight at all, so she missed all the work that could possibly be happening to make her belly tight. As she pushed her leg behind her and she did hyperextend her back, instead of using the glute muscles that we need to use to make the body part change, she is using a lot of her low back there. So what we're going to do instead is do this safely so that we can get the benefits to our core, we can get the benefits to our low back, and we can get the benefits to, of course, our booty. Alright, so go ahead, Gigi, come down. Correct position for this exercise is wrist, elbow, shoulder lined up. That means if I put a post through Gigi's shoulder right here, it would go through her elbow and all the way down to the floor here. A very straight line from the shoulder to the wrist. She's going to breathe in, and with an exhale, she's going to pull everything in tight towards her spine. She's not going to suck in, she is going to pull in. It's as if she has on an imaginary corset and someone is pulling the strings very, very tight. Once all of that is held together, she's going to hold this throughout the exercise. She's not going to lock out her elbows. This is extremely important. If you lock out the elbows during an exercise, that is where all of the energy will stop, and all of this stuff is working very hard, is stressing out very hard while you're trying to brace your body on top of it. So instead, the arms are straight but not locked out. The knees stay directly underneath the hips. All right, now Gigi, show us a very good kick back here. Excellent. So as she takes her leg out behind her, she squeezes her booty to pick her leg up. Her leg is moving from the hip, not the low back. She's not doing any additional bending here, and she's keeping everything braced and lifted through the shoulders. And this is very, very important. All right, Gigi, go ahead and sit back. So that is how you would do that. If you skip, if you relax your core during this exercise, like I said, nothing is going to change here. You're just going to, everything is going to stay relaxed. You're not going to get any of the benefits to your posture. You're not going to get any benefits of toning through the middle at all. You don't want to go too fast with this exercise. You want to take your time. You want to push that leg back there, and you want to feel the contraction at its tightest. If you whip your head up and down, you're just going to give yourself a bad tension in your neck. Don't do this all mindless. If you are working out and you're able to think about your bills, what your kids are doing, I mean, that sounds terrible, but if you're able to think about everything else in life except for what's happening in this 30 seconds, then you probably aren't doing it right, and you're not going to get as much out of it as you could. In a good dirty dog, you are very considerate to your body. You're going to think about your elbows, think about being good to your back, think about the benefits to the entire body and not just the booty. There's no such thing as spot reduction. It doesn't matter how much you work the booty cheek, you can't make that body part awesome and everything around it, or you can't make that body part tighter or smaller. It's an all-over thing. Alright, there are lots of different variations to this exercise. Go ahead and come down here. We're going to show you how to do the rainbow hydrant. So what she did before was a basic kickback. That's probably the most basic one of them. There's tons and tons of variations of this. Alright, so do the rainbow. She's going to take the leg out behind her. She's going to tap the mat on one side. She's going to pick up and tap the mat on the other side. She's keeping all of this together here, and she's going to move back and forth. How long would she do this? She would do this until she can't hold this tight together, but we're not going to make her do that right now. Okay? All right, Gigi, show us the hydrant. Hydrant is it's a terrible name for an exercise, but it's kind of what it looks like. So she's going to lift the leg out to the side. She's not going to let the hips rock. She's going to pick straight up and set it right back down. Very good. So she's trying to hold all this very stable, and she's contracting from her hip right here. Go ahead and stop there, and the oblique crunch. So now, just like she's getting ready for a hydrant, she's going to lift the leg up, and she's going to exhale as she brings it in towards her elbow. I say exhale as you move into the hardest part of the exercise because that exhale will help you get to the deepest part of it. Exhale as you bring everything forward, and then inhale back. Very good. All right, stop there, Gigi, and sit back. So, like I said, there's a lot of different exercises you can do here. As long as you set up the same way every time, you're going to be good. You will do 10 to 20 reps of each exercise, and you want to do 3 to 4 sets of each as part of whatever exercise you normally do. Maybe 2 or 3 days a week. If you want to see a difference, you could do this every day. This is core work, and there's nothing wrong with strengthening your core every day. And you can also add some props. We have some props here. So these cords, you see them in the gym, and just FYI, they're usually rated by color, meaning the red cord is harder than the green cord. When I work with people, I usually don't let them go lighter than the green cord, and I really don't like much harder than the red cord. Harder colors are purple and blue and black, and then with the green cord, there's also a yellow cord and I think even a gray cord, but those are very light, and I try to only use those with people who have severe mobility issues. All right, so Gigi's going to show us with the green cord today how to do, this is one of my favorite booty/back exercises. Like I said, there's no such thing as spot reduction, and this is not an isolation exercise. This is a core exercise. If it was an isolation exercise, we could, it would be inside a machine. That's what machines will give you, an isolation. All right, so Gigi's all set up here, and now she's going to take the leg out behind her, and then she's going to come back in. And if y'all didn't notice how she did that, she just stuck her foot right inside the handles, and she has the cord wrapped around her thumb. This is the way to make the cord the tightest and the hardest for the muscle, the most challenging for the muscle. Very good, Gigi. Now, before you wear out, you can stop there and switch the cord around. And when she switches the cord around, I'm going to have her show you how to do the rainbow with the cord. She's taking the cord, let's see, you want to put the cord around your foot. She's going to put a cord around her foot, excuse me, and she's going to have handles in each hand, like that. Excuse me. The green cord, the cords are harder to do this with. She's going to show you how to use a rubber band in a second. But this makes the cord a little bit longer, and this would make it a little bit easier than the other way that we had it. All right, so here we go. Go ahead. Back she goes. And do the rainbow. One side and then the other. Excellent. So see, doesn't matter what we add, we're still going to do the same exercise. Very good, Gigi. Stop there. And sit back and show them how to use a rubber band. These rubber bands are from Stop Pilates, and they're just like all the other rubber bands that you see at the gym. These are really wide. All rubber bands are a little bit different. A lot of them are rated by color. These are just lighter colors, I think. This one's a little tougher than the yellow one, but they're actually pretty tough bands. All right, Gigi. So she's got the band around her hand, she's got the band around her foot here, and she's just going to go back to the, just the basic kickback. See, she got her knees under her hips, her shoulders right over her wrists, and she looks nice and tight here. This is great. Good. Exhale away, inhale back in. Excellent. And she's doing a really good job with her shoulders. Gigi, give us bad shoulders. Yes. Okay, so you see how her shoulders are way up around her ears. This looks terribly uncomfortable, and this is emphasizing, and this is giving you bad posture. You're just making it worse. Okay, so go ahead and stop there, Gigi, and you can relax. All right, you can add anything you want to your feet. Some people say heavy shoes are enough. This is a 1 pound ankle weight. If you're gonna go with ankle weights, you're gonna wanna go light. The thing with muscles are, the harder tension you put on them, the bigger they will go. So generally we say, if you want to tone, you don't want to put on tons and tons and tons of weight. So if you're a beginner, don't jump in trying to use 5 or 10 pound ankle weights. You want to go with like 1 pound and work your way up. But if you're brand new to this, you really should practice doing the exercise without any prop at all. And like I said, you want to do 10 to 20 reps of each side for 3 to 4 sets, unless you cannot hold a good form. So when your form starts to fail, that's when you're going to quit. And I don't care if it's 2 or 3, it's better if you do 1 right than if you do 100 wrong. You're not going to get the benefits. If you do this thing all crazy, you're going to hurt yourself.